Hi, Alyssa Tesnow here, reporting for Because. I'm at Chandler's at our annual volunteer reception. It's a big night where we recognize all of our outstanding volunteers. It's a lot of fun, so let's go check it out. I'm here with Rosemary and Lynn, two of our wonderful volunteers. Ladies, how long have you been volunteering for the Park District?
For more than 40 years.
Wow, that's a long time. What about you?
Well, I'm half of that. Yeah.
That's still a really long time.
Yeah, it's almost as good as hers.
Wonderful, and thank you. And what do you enjoy the most about volunteering?
I love to be outside and do things out there, but I also love all the people that volunteer and the staff that I work for.
Lovely that you love the group of people and all of that. That's wonderful. What about you?
Well, I can add to that. I love the people I work with. I love the people at Spring Valley, but I also love the people who come to visit. You can't all, oh yeah, well, you know, because it's not just our community, it's the variety of people that come. It's wonderful. All the people that come are marvelous. Yeah.
Dennis is a brand new volunteer for us. So Dennis, tell everyone what brought you to the Schaumburg Park District.
Well, we've been involved with a number of activities. I mean, the golf and the CRC is very close by. After retiring last year, I really wanted to spend a little bit more time, and I've got an opportunity with Heartbeat to be involved a little bit behind the camera and hopefully doing some interviews.
Awesome. And what are you most excited about?
I'm sorry?
What are you most excited about?
Well, I think the enthusiasm, the number of people that are giving time to do things in the Park District to have fun, I think that's kind of exciting. On a few activities that I've been involved in, I've heard some very good stories, and we've got a chance to cover some things that are really a lot of fun.
We're very happy to see everyone here tonight to celebrate the Park District's wonderful volunteers. It's wonderful to recognize the dedication and hard work, and for us to give back a little bit to you volunteers. Each year I try to pick out a different quote based upon volunteerism, and I found a unique one that I thought was appropriate for this year. See if you can figure out why. It says, "Volunteering is the ultimate exercise in democracy. You vote in elections once a year, but when you volunteer, you vote every day about the kind of community you want to live in." It's now my pleasure to introduce our Park Board Chair, Sharon DiMaria. Good luck with the microphone.
Okay, let's see. If it was broken before, watch what happens now. I'm Sharon DiMaria on your board. I'm serving president until May. I found myself showing up even when I didn't need to show up, because I was getting back so much more by meeting wonderful people like this in this room tonight, the people that I work hand in hand with on the board. Some of the people that are most important to me in my life, I found through volunteering. So I think I can speak for all of us that the good feelings that we get that come back to us are worth so much more than what we put into it.
Well, I get the pleasure this afternoon to introduce another group of Park District volunteers, the Schaumburg Park Foundation Board. For those of you that don't know, the Foundation Board is a fundraising organization that works through, we raise money through events and fundraising opportunities, but we support the Park District either through things like supplementing construction of new parks or recreation areas like Bison Bluff over at Spring Valley. We also provide money for scholarships that the Park District uses to give families memberships to the recreation centers or to the pools, or summer programming for some of our at-risk children in Schaumburg as well. So we can't do that really without the community coming out and supporting our events, and so I thank you all for that.
So we'll move into the awards presentation, and speaking of Justin, Justin's our new Director of Communications and Marketing. We'll have him come up and give out his award.
Schaumburg Heartbeat is a monthly show that delivers useful information to the senior community. Since 2000, it has been a mainstay in the district's cable channel lineup. From the beginning of its run, our Communications Volunteer of the Year has been a cornerstone of that show. He's involved in everything from content development, recording shows, on-screen interviews, coordinating the production meetings, and recruiting new volunteers. His fellow volunteers describe him as helpful, encouraging, patient, and kind. His enthusiasm for volunteering comes through in the meticulous care he puts into his work, his camaraderie with fellow volunteers, and his smile, which is always present. His service to the district and the senior community are invaluable. Please help me in congratulating our 2017 Communications Volunteer of the Year, Bert McDonald.
Judy Vito, Volunteer Coordinator at Spring Valley.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for coming out tonight. It's really important that you understand that no matter how you helped out the Park District, you really did make a difference this year. Over the years, I've learned that there is a job for every volunteer and a volunteer for every job, though the latter sometimes takes a little bit longer to get to. Moving along, I'm going to go and start telling you about the volunteer who won our Spring Valley Volunteer of the Year Award. She began volunteering with us in 2010, so it's been around a number of years. Even when she started out, she kind of stuck out as a special volunteer because of her enthusiasm and willingness to learn and try new things. While most of her time you can find her at the farm, helping with the interpretive program dressed in period clothing, she also has displayed her thespian skills with us at Haunting in the Valley. She's shown her love for history by assisting visiting reenactors at some of our events, and her culinary talents are making pancake batter at Sugar Bush and sharing her baked goods at meetings and our country fair bake sale. I'm proud and honored to present this year's 2017 Spring Valley Volunteer of the Year Award to Caitlin Ball.
Moving to Recreation Volunteer, it's my pleasure to introduce Kathleen Benson.
Hi, my name is Kathleen Benson and I'm in charge of the recreation sector of the volunteer program here at the Schaumburg Park District. 2016 was a busy year for the Recreation Department and volunteering opportunities. We currently have over 103 active volunteers completing over 5,200 hours of service this past year alone in over 75 opportunities. I would now like to introduce Lisa Perrone, the Senior Center Coordinator, who will announce this year's recipient for the Recreation Volunteer of the Year Award.
He's a selfless man who not only takes care of his family, but he also takes care of his Park District family. And I'm proud to call him one of my seniors. Please congratulate our Volunteer of the Year, Mr. Bill Mashek.
Since we're getting together as a large event, I did want to recognize two individuals, and ironically enough, they both pertain a little bit to volunteerism as well. Recently, in January, Commissioner Dave Johnson was recognized by the Illinois Association of Park District as the Commissioner of the Year. So Dave Johnson, if you could stand up and be recognized. And the next one's a staff person, and you probably won't be happy that I'm mentioning it, but our Superintendent of Recreation, Vince Kennedy, was recognized by the University of Illinois and received the Joseph Bannon Practitioner Award for showing innovation and community service and support in the fields of park and recreation at the state and local level. Congratulations to Vince. He's holding up the back of the room. Once again, I'd like a chance to thank not only you, the volunteers, but the Park District staff for a great job last year. We're looking forward to a lot of good stuff for 2017 as well.
And that's a wrap at our volunteer reception. We hope you enjoyed it. We had a lot of fun. For information on how you can volunteer, be sure to check out our website, www.parkfund.com.